Okay, commencing again with the wastewater treatment. In our previous class, as we were talking about various sources of water bodies contamination on this globe, and most of them are anthropogenic activities, has been oriented or has been generated by human beings. Number one was the wastewater, which is produced by municipalities are domestic wastewater and industrial wastewater that is most responsible for the contamination of surface water, groundwater, rivers, streams, and oceans. And it has, due to Water Act, and in developing countries especially, there is a law and act which is responsible to maintain the quality of this global water reservoirs as it is in original forms, or stop its contamination. For that, it has been implemented and it has made important uh, that whatsoever wastewater we are discharging from homes as well as from industries, from agriculture, must be treated before discharging it into the environment before. So for that we were talking in our previous class that in rural areas and in urban areas, wastewater which is generated by homes, how we have to treat. So how we can treat the wastewater, we will talk over here today. Be with me, please. So today we have to talk typical septic tank system which is used for the treatment of wastewater in rural areas, in motels and in farmhouses as well as in isolated living places. If you remember in our, we have discussed these things in detail. So septic, we are talking today on septic tank, primary physical sewage treatment, secondary biological sewage treatment, tertiary urban sewage treatment, Clean Water Act. Sewage water treatment facilities in many cities fail to meet the federal standard. So tertiary treatment in which we are adding chemicals to disinfect that water, say, wastewater to before discharging it into environment. So today we will talk the system which has been established for the treatment of the wastewater in rural areas. So this is the typical septic tank system. Suppose this is house, many type of chemicals, waste water, many type of chemicals and waste material is produced from home by washing clothes, by washing hands, from WCs and from kitchen. All waste material from bathrooms, from washrooms, from toilets, from kitchen, from flooring, all wastewater is collected through a pipe which is called sewerage pipes in local language, and it almost all is kept underground. Okay. Household wastewater is coming into this tank. This is called septic tank with manhole for clean out. So all waste material from this house is collected in this septic tank with manhole. If there is any problem, we can open this uh, uh, this tank from here and we can clean it physically. Okay, all waste material is collected over here. Now this material takes our time, too much time. It will be stored here for 24 hours, 36 hours, for 3 days, 4 days. And organic material which is present over here, microbial communities will decompose this material over here because it have well storing capacity. It has well storing capacity. It can store waste material, wastewater for up to 1 week, and all organic material will be collect over here. Microbial populations will decompose this all organic material and convert that organic material into elemental form. It will be converted into liquid form, and this liquid again transferred to this pipe, non-perforated pipe. It is leaded to this outside the field, which is near to your home, which you are using for vegetation purpose, grassing purpose, or any purpose. So we can prepare such a field which have gravels, which have gravel bed, okay, and all wastewater is distributed through pipe in this field, non-perforated through non-perforated pipe. It is distributed. It is brought to our here. This is distributing box. If you want to keep, okay. If not want to keep, it is optional. Wastewater will come up to here and it will spread through this perforated pipe. This will go into the fields. Vent pipe, if there is any gas, it will go over here. This perforated pipe, and gravel crushed stones are kept. Suppose if you are seeing here, these are all gravel or crushed stone bed supporting to this pipe, and this pipe is perforated. This pipe have small pores. Okay, this wastewater is going through this pipeline from here, from here, from here, and this is going on this bed, this stone bed. What does this stone bed? This stone bed provides a medium for formation of the biofilm. The remaining organic material will be oxidized over here, will be decomposed by uh, established microbial communities with passage of time, and clean water will be drained into the fields for vegetation. So this is the most suitable use of the wastewater in rural areas where houses are isolated, and in motels where houses and residential areas are isolated and have a small amount of wastewater. So this wastewater now not polluting to anything, neither it will go into the rivers, neither it will go into the groundwater, neither it will go into nearby water bodies through surface runoff, because this place is down from the surface. If there will be rainwater too much in this, it will be filled and will be absorbed over there. But at the same time, the wastewater having waste material, toxic chemicals, and other hazardous materials will be decomposed by microbial communities in this septic tank. So once again, you have to try to understand this, because we are much familiar. Everyone from us, everyone know this system. Wastewater from washrooms, bathrooms, and kitchens of the house is going to be collected through this pipe into this cemented septic tank, which have ability to store water for 3 to 4 days. And up to this time, microbial communities are decomposing the waste material which is coming over there. When this is converted into oh, liquid form and decomposed all organic material, this is carried out through this pipe and distributed in this field for drainage, as well as gases. Unwanted gases will be emitted through these pipes to the environment, and water which is containing the wastewater full of nutrients will be spread into this ground and this can be used for greenery purpose, for plants, for vegetation, for kitchen gardening, etc. So now primary and secondary sewage treatment. This is a municipal system which is applied for the treatment of wastewater. Suppose uh, from bigger cities, wastewater is collected into through sewerage system, which is consist on pipes and manholes and big tanks which are constructed underground and carrying all waste material which is generated from homes through these pipes to main pipe plant. From cities, wastewater which has been collected from the city, wastewater which is going to be collected from the city which is coming into this pipe has been treated physically first, that is called primary treatment. In primary treatment, first bar screen, all unsoluble and suspended materials are removed from this tank. Wastewater is collected over here, and through a bar screen, through a sieve, all undissolved, suspended plastic and insoluble materials having big particles are separated from here. And organic material which is dissolved is passed on for the grit chamber. This will be considered a primary treatment up to this. All insoluble and suspended materials has been removed, such as plastics, wood materials, iron, stones, gravels will be removed from here, and plastic. All soluble material will be transferred to this tank, which is called a grit chamber. This is a bigger tank where microbial communities are in active form. They have ability to decompose all organic material which is coming over here. So what will be all organic material will be decomposed here, and small particles gradually will be settled down due to gravitational force. From upper side, the semi-transparent liquid portion will be transferred to the settling tank. This all material will be transferred to the settling tank where insoluble small molecules will be settled down and undecomposed, non-decomposed organic materials and molecules and compounds will be settled down through passage of time. Here, because here we are giving too much time for the settlement of these organic materials over here. Organic materials which are not get decomposed will be settled over here, and inorganic compounds and minerals also will be settled over here, and other remaining material which is transparent will be transferred to the aeration tank, and this material which is not decomposed and still it is intact position, and microbial communities are unable to decompose, aerobic microbial communities are unable to decompose this fraction of waste material will be collected over here, and this is called sludge. This sludge will be transported through a pump to sludge digester, which is anaerobic. This sludge, this non-decomposable fraction of organic and inorganic material from this settling tank well is called the sludge, and this sludge is collected to the anaerobic or sludge digester. Sludge digester is also supported air pump which is extracting air from this anaerobic decomposition thing, because here anaerobic microbial populations will be developed, and all material which was resistant to, which was recalcitrant to aerobic microbial populations will be collected over here. Anaerobic microbial communities will be developed and will decompose this all organic material, and gases which has been generated during this anaerobic decomposition will be removed from here. And the supernatant which is mostly clear will be transferred to the aeration tank. In aeration tank, air is provided which will activate aerobic microbial communities, and the remaining organic material which will be decomposed clearly, more clearly, because most of the organic material has been decomposed over here and further over here, and non-decomposed material has been settled down. Transparent organic, transparent water has been transferred to aeration tank, where some activated sludge also has been entered over here to decompose the remaining organic material. It further has been transferred transparent organic transparent water, or this water which was agitated and aerated to decompose the remaining organic material will be transferred for the secondary treatment. Second step of the secondary treatment, because this is all secondary treatment. In secondary treatment, if remaining undissolved or undecomposed organic material will settle down and will go into the sludge digester, where it will be decomposed anaerobically. Okay, now if we will see over here, this water is comparatively clear, and during gravitational and through gravitational settling, all undissolved and undecomposed material has been settled down over here and has been subjected to the anaerobic sludge. And now it is now water is clear, having no organic material and no suspended material. Just only microbial communities are living. Our microorganisms are there, which are pathogens, and chlorine or disinfection. It is transferred to the disinfection tank, where chlorine, ozone, or anything will be added to kill the microorganisms. And now this water is safe, it is clear. Now it can be discharged to rivers, lakes, and oceans for agriculture purpose. So what will be with this sludge? Water is now clear and it can be disposed to the environment, because it have no waste material, no have hazardous material, no have toxic element. Now it is clear. But the sludge which was present in this sludge digester, where anaerobic microbial populations decomposed it completely, it can be transferred to the sludge drying bed, where it will be dried, and all minerals, elements, and nutrients are here in this sludge. It can be dried and disposed of in landfills, or oceans, are applied to croplands, pastures, or rangelands, because this is full of nutrients and most beneficial. This is most beneficial fertilizer for agricultural lands. So this is primary and secondary sewage treatment. This It is consist on three steps if you will see over here. Primary screening, which is called physical and primary screening, where physical screening, where uh, unsoluble and debris material is removed by a bar by a screen, and here by means of microorganisms we can treat it uh, degradation and the decomposition of organic material by microorganisms, and third one is chlorination or chemical treatment of water to discharge it into the environment. And undigestible material is collected in form of sludge to the sludge digester, where it is anaerobically decomposed and it is converted into elemental form, which is gradually dried and and used as fertilizer to the environment. So these two steps we have to typical septic tank which is used for the rural areas for treatment of the wastewater, and this is municipal water treatment system. It is established in bigger cities to treat the wastewater before disposing it into the environment. So up to this we are stopping over here. In next class we will study it further in detail. So for details you can see in any book, or you also can write this lecture in neat and clean form. So thank you for your concentration and having time with me. Have a nice time, please.